What's going on, y'all? I just came home from work. And you know what? Today has been a day. Today has been a day. Because I just knew it was going to be some stuff for the fallout, the aftermath of this whole situation with Will Smith and Chris Brown. Oh, nope. Chris Rock, bitch, not Chris Brown. Girl, no, Chris Brown probably would have slapped him. Okay, let me stop. Let me not do that. We're not going that route. But I just knew it. So I said initially what I said because that was like a pure reaction to everything. And as the dust has settled a little bit, people are fully taking it in. I feel as though we need to shut the fuck up and let this go. I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm going to move on from it. Because we've been cracking jokes. I mean, some people may not think it's funny, but you know, that's the thing about some black folks, okay? Some of us, we try to find the humor in certain situations that are heavy, okay? And that's the only way that we can truly, like, deal with stuff. Like, we know it's messed up, but sometimes because we got so many other things or other people coming at us in that situation, we got to find the funny in it, all right? You know, so we see the memes, we see people cracking the jokes or whatever, but at the end of the day, it is somewhat of a serious situation, and it's also something that I feel like people are absolutely taking advantage of and doing the most. Now, when I did my video yesterday, I was basically saying, you know, why you get up there acting, we can't be showing out like this in mixed company. And when I say that, I meant more so about, because not necessarily because of the white folks or whatever that was in front of that they were in the auditorium in front of all the white people, whatever, but the media, because the media is going to take this, they going to, you know, just talk about it, run it into the ground, use it for this type of narrative, that type of narrative, use it for their advantage or whatever, their talking points, and, you know, use it to do think pieces and things like that. But at the end of the day, this brings up this whole situation about respectability politics when it comes to black folks and white people. Honestly. Okay, because you have, you know, some white people that I've seen, a lot of the actors or whatever, some of them, you know, they're so extreme about this whole situation. Oh, this is the most cringeworthy, cringiest thing that ever happened in the Oscars. And I'm sitting here like, you really fixed your fingers to tweet that out? You, Mia Farrow, okay, you really tweeted that out and said this is cringy. And I don't care if you was talking about a headline or, you know, whatever. But I'm like, people are acting like this has been the worst, the absolute worst, the most horrific, the most disastrous, the most terrible. This like the most fucked up shit that's ever happened at the Oscars. Baby, y'all don't know y'all Oscar history. Okay, you know, and for people saying, and I know they did say that it's a possibility that he violated a clause or a particular rule when it comes to, you know, I guess violence or whatever, and he could possibly get his Oscar taken away from. And if he do, that's what happens when you violate a rule. Then, okay, you got to follow the rules. But for people that's, you know, so adamant about him getting his Oscar taken away from him, oh, he needs it taken away because this is, you know, he committed a violent act. He committed this and he did this. Baby, it is so many white men within this Oscar history that have gotten and kept their Oscars after doing fucked up shit more heinous than this, okay? Chris got slapped. Now, we thought it was staged at first, and then I saw an actual video where they slowed that shit down, and that motherfucker connected. I said, wow, Will really did that, okay? And until you can take away Roman Polanski's Oscar, get him off the, I don't even know if he's still on the Oscar board or whatever, the Academy board, but that motherfucker fucked around with a kid, a 13-year-old, and then fled the country. And still getting awards, after that. Mel Gibson was being anti-Semitic. He ain't get punished for that. We probably ain't seen him. He ain't get excluded because that motherfucker was still up in the audience and still winning shit or getting shit or nominated for stuff, you know? And a big dog, bitch, what, Harvey Weinstein. Okay, like, come on. Let's stop. We got rapers. We got, or I should say rapists. We got, you know, child predators. We got all these racists, and y'all worried about a little slap. Yes, it should never happen. I will sit here and I will agree with you. It shouldn't have happened because I just don't feel like it was called for. What should have happened is, if you wanted to make a scene, an outburst, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And you ain't even have to say fucking. But when you pissed off or whatever and shit is building up, because that's a reaction of something that's building up, okay? Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. If that's what you wanted to say, go ahead and say that. But he ain't have to get up. He could have stayed the fuck seated, okay? He could have stayed the fuck seated. Bitch, I look rough as shit. Don't come for me. Is my lips a little dry? They are. Cares. I just got off of work, girl. It's a hard working day. It's a Monday, bitch. Y'all gonna get me how y'all gonna get me. But yeah, he could have stayed seated. He should have stayed seated. Not could have. He should have stayed seated. And I'm all here for him protecting his wife and defending his wife. You know, what wound up happening is they said that Chris went off script. So that joke wasn't even part of the script. He put that in on his own. But then you got to go back and you got to understand the history between Chris Rock and Will and Jada. Jada don't fuck with that man like that. So that's even more of an issue. Like, you really just coming for this lady in a joke fashion or whatever, knowing she don't like you like that. And you saw how she looked. And I know people were saying, well, Will was laughing and he was laughing or whatever. Have you ever not laughed before you got pissed off? Before? Trust me, there are some people, when they're about to fucking snap, they get real fucking calm. They'll give you that and get up, because I know I'm one of them. I'm one of them, okay? And that's not making no excuse for what it is, because prior to the joke being made, which wasn't even fucking funny, okay? Prior to the joke being made, everybody in there was laughing at other stuff that he had said prior to that, including Will, you know? But then you turned your attention, you literally singled out Jada. You singled out this black woman who is dealing with a health problem that she has no control over, okay? If you don't understand the gist of the joke, and then you're talking about, I see a lot of people saying, oh, it's just a little bitty joke. It's just a little joke or whatever. Comedians should be allowed to do this and allowed to do that. Yeah, they should be. But not at the expense of somebody that you know don't fuck with you. That's the problem. Will might have a better relationship with him, but, you know, Jada don't. And either way, she felt the way. She didn't say nothing, but Will took it upon himself to say something to protect his wife, or, you know, defend his wife. Okay. You know, since we're in the business about protecting black women, and this is narrative saying that, you know, black men don't stand up for black women the way that, you know, black women stand up for them. Now we got an example of a black man standing up for his wife, and he is getting villainized. He is getting villainized by certain people. Because once again, let's get it clear. And that, no, I am not defending what he did, the smack part. Okay. Like I said, he should have stayed seated. He should have, you know, waited until afterwards. But sometimes, but I'm not mad at it. And that's the thing. I'm not mad at it. I understood why it happened. I'm not upset by it. I was not embarrassed by it. I was shocked by it because I didn't expect it, but I wasn't embarrassed. I'm not one of those ones that's going to say, oh, you're not supposed to do this because that's going to make all of us look bad. No, it's not going to make me look bad. It's making him look bad because he had a raw emotional outburst. And that happens. He's human. We're human. And people say, well, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't have did this. I would have did this. Honestly, we can say what we would do or what we wouldn't do, but we honestly don't know what we would do or wouldn't do until we get into that situation. Because we may think we won't do something, but then we end up doing the same thing. Or we may do the opposite. We just don't know. That's why I can't villainize him like that. He made a fucking mistake. And many people times over has made even worse mistakes. Yes, this is gonna, I ain't even gonna say tarnish. It's just gonna be a little stain on his little rep right quick. It's not gonna take away from who he is as a person. Okay. We have to understand that these celebrities, yeah, they're playing characters and stuff like that. You know, they're under all this pressure. They're still human. They're still human. They have emotions. They have feelings and all this stuff. And sometimes they fuck up. And sometimes they fuck up in the wrong time, in the wrong place. And that's what he just did. And so what he's going to get paid, he's paying for it by people talking about it, people doing think pieces about it, people showing their true colors about how they don't want to fuck with him now. Oh, I'm so disappointed in him and all this stuff. Child, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm disappointed. Like, what the fuck is it doing to me? I don't uphold. And see, that's what we get for upholding these celebrities to this certain type of height, as if they're not human. As if they're God level sometimes. Some people do that, and I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. And y'all be so surprised when they fuck up. I'd be like, you know what? I mean, whether y'all be in y'all feelings, we'll be surprised like, damn, I didn't expect you to do that. But then I'd be like, you know what? Human. That's why I don't look up to people like that. I can't do that because I don't want to be so fucking disappointed. Baby, the only person that hurt my heart if they fuck around and do some bullshit is with Beyonce do some shit, bitch. And then I'm going to be really over it. But other than that, I don't look up to nobody. I don't even look up to her. Okay? Because human. We ain't supposed to idolize these people in the first fucking place. That's what God, ain't that in the Bible? Ain't that in the Bible? Okay? We don't idolize people like they God. You're not supposed to do that. We put too much pressure on these people. We put too much expectations on these people. And when you expect too much, you get disappointed because it don't turn out the way that you want it to. We're going to pay for this by all these people saying all this shit. But other than that, he's still going to have his production company. He still put down movies. It's not going to really affect him. It's not going to really affect Chris Rock either. Okay? Chris Rock did his job. He did his job. It was a tasteless joke that backfired. He will recover from it. Do I feel like he owed Jada apology? Yeah, a little bit. But do I feel like he needs to go ahead and get it? Will I be upset if he don't? No. Because he probably feel like, I thought things was cool. Do I feel like they need to sit down and have a conversation? Yes. And do I feel like it needs to be private? Do we need to know what it's about? No, we don't. That's their business. Let them figure that out. Okay? But the whole situation about, Will should apologize to Chris and all that stuff instead of, because I was looking at Shannon Sharp, he was saying Will should apologize to Chris instead of Academy. I'm not in the business of apologizing to somebody or for something when I'm not sorry. And if that man was sorry, he would have said it on that stage right then and there. He's not sorry yet. That would have been some fake shit. So I'm not pushing for him to apologize until he truly mean that shit and truly feel like he needs it in spirit to apologize. Because then it'll come off genuine and then we can see where it goes and we can see some genuineness in it. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get out of this mind of this respectability politics and stuff like that. I don't know, and I feel like it's because, and I can only speak because I am a Black person and this is the community that I mostly keep myself in, because this is the community and this is the place where I feel more comfortable. I feel more acceptable, and it's like when we try to get out there outside that, our community, our bubble, we have to put on airs. It's like other groups want us to put on airs, or other people want us to put on airs so that they can get our respect. We got to jump through so many hoops and hurdles to get their respect, I should say. To look at them, to be looked at as an equal. So that they won't look at us like, oh my God, they're so ghetto. They're so violent. They're so this and they're so that. And then the angry Black woman and the angry Black man and they're this and all this shit. The same stereotypes, the same shit and narrative that they've been having on us since the beginning, since they brought us over here, since our ancestors been here. And it has never changed. And at this particular point, it will never change. If it's keep on going in 2022, it will never change. Okay? That's why we still fighting for equality. And that's why I say fuck the respectability politics of it all. I'm not trying to appease. We have to stop trying to fucking appease and get the approval of the white gays or whatever, or whoever else. You know what I'm saying? People like, you shouldn't be doing this in front of these white people. You doing all this stuff. Who gives a fuck? Because they gonna act the ass in front of us. They ain't trying to, look good in front of us. This other group ain't trying to look good in front of us. We the only one, I feel like, for the most part. And I'm only saying that because this is the community that I stay in, because I am Black and I see this. We do so much to change ourselves, to get respect from people outside of our color, for white people, for corporate, for this and that. And sometimes it's needed, but not all the time. Not all the time, baby. I just can't go around just trying to get this person to I don't give a fuck. Okay? I really don't. I really don't. And that may make me seem a little ignorant, come off a little naive, or whatever you want to say. But I don't. I'm going to be me. And it is a shame that we have to go through life and we do have to switch up just to make it through sometimes, okay? And we've all had that, feeling where we tell me, you ain't been in a job or something where you had to code switch? Especially when you're around certain people, you have to code switch. Like, I found myself doing that too sometimes. But then, like, when I first got to my job, I found myself doing that. But then as soon as I got, laxed into it, bitch, I'm me. Ain't no code switching or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, not everybody has that, opportunity or, can actually do that. They do have to play into that. But certain things like this, I'm worried about how certain people look at a celebrity who got a whole lot of fucking money, a whole lot of goddamn power at this point. He got a little bit more power than we probably think. There is nothing going to happen to him. And then that's why I'm not really worried about it. That's why I'm not, I don't understand why people putting so much into it and all these think pieces or whatever, and then equating it to, well, this is making us look bad and all this. It's not making you look bad. You're ignorant. That person is ignorant if they want to categorize a whole group of people into the actions of one person. And we see that with a lot of things. It's very ignorant to do that. But if you feel that this gonna make you look bad, tell me why this gonna make you look bad. Because when I went to work today, everybody looked at me the same. They probably, I don't know if they thinking, but ain't nobody treat me different. We didn't even talk about the situation. We didn't give a fuck. We didn't care. Like, we gotta stop with this trying to appease everybody. It's like we have to go the extra mile just to get other people respect, and they don't give us that respect back, and I'm just tired of doing that shit. Every time something comes up with these celebrities, oh, you can't do this up in the white people's eyes or whatever, in front of these white people. Okay, who gives a fuck? We gonna be us. Oh, that's cute. Anyway, girl, you can see how that just threw me out. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. I didn't mean to get on here preaching, but it was just on my heart. It was just on my heart. Like, at the end of the day, I understand the seriousness of it. Yes, technically speaking, it was a violent act because you struck somebody. No, he shouldn't have got his ass up there. That's the thing that I'm talking about, showing your ass. Meaning you got up there, you fucking hit that man. Why you hit that man? And I seen somebody say something about what if the kids was watching, and then, the kids be looking up to these people and all this stuff. The kids look up to these people. They look at their movies and they be violent in the movie. Girl, the kids done seen worse things, all right? And some of y'all act like, oh my God. Some of y'all act like this is the worst thing that you've ever seen. I'm not even talking about us. Okay, I'm talking about others. Y'all done seen fights. Y'all done seen family fights. Y'all done seen fights on other reality shows, and you can say that they not the same because they celebrities and these are just reality stars or whatever. Baby, you still on a national platform that's being seen. Okay, and you still showing your ass. They still showing their ass. Bitch, I'm about to go look at Real Housewives of New Jersey this week, and I'm looking forward to it because some shit finna pop off on that. I can admit it. I'm looking forward to it. Bitch, after all that shit happened last night at the Oscars, you know what I did? I looked at Bad Boys Club. Sure the fuck did. And they was fighting their asses off of it, and I ain't feel shit. Maybe that says something about me, but bitch, I'm just saying, it's fucked up. But what can we do about it? Why are we so fucking worried? And oh my God, people are so fucking extra sometimes. So goddamn extra. that man, he gonna deal with the consequences. And quit saying that, Denzel Washington and Samuel L. Jackson was pissed off at him. They was down there comforting that man. They was down there hugging and loving on that man. They were not disappointed like that. Okay, from what I saw and from what I heard, they were not disappointed. They were on his side. And at the end of the day, Chris Rock, some people were pissed off at him because, you know what, and I had forgot. Chris Rock did a documentary movie called Good Hair, talking about the symbolism and the what hair and beauty means to Black women and Black people, And so you singled out a Black woman about her hair. Oh my God. Honestly, do I feel like Chris Rock meant harm? No, I don't. No, I don't. Chris Rock just got up there doing his job. That's all he did. He thought he can go off script and it would be taken okay. And it did it. It did it. It did it. And that happens. Sometimes a joke lands. That's how it is when you with a comedian. Sometimes a joke lands. And sometimes it don't. He ain't gonna be the first comedian. He's not the first comedian that offended somebody. He's not the first comedian that probably got hit by somebody in the audience. He's not the first comedian that's gonna get heckled. All right. He got tough skin. He can be able to hold this. Okay. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna, file any charges. He gonna eat it and just let it die down. And see, that's what we need to do. We just need to let it die down. After today, which I know it's not gonna happen, we just need to let the shit die down and let it go. Okay, let them deal with that consequences, because at the end of the day, it really don't affect us. It is not stopping you from getting up, going to work, and doing your thing. Okay, it's not. It's going to affect them. And if it does, every action has a consequence and a reaction. And so whatever comes with that. And you got to be able to eat that. It is what it is. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about the respectability politics of it all. Do you get what I'm saying? Could you follow what I'm saying? Because I know I was ranting all over the place. Because the thoughts just been jumbling and just been spiraling off all day. I was just like, you know what? This is something good. Like, because this comes up time and time again. Like, why do we always got to go? We got to go through so many hoops and hurdles to show that we are good people. We are human. We make mistakes. We can't be perfect. And as soon as we get out of line, we supposed to always be in line. As soon as we get out of line or step out of that line or whatever, oh, we just the worst people ever. We got to stop that. We got to stop caring what motherfuckers say. But it's cold as fuck out here. I talked enough. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. Some of y'all already know why I'm smiling. I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out because my lips chat. I'll see y'all later. Peace.